Yo, what it do? What's going on, everybody? This is Husky, and welcome to Lose the Tempo, where we talk about all the trending topics in dance music and showcase upcoming platforms, music, and artists. And today we got a special guest coming from the Paris area, California, Inland Empire bound. Give it up for Ramen Alfred. What's going on, Ramen Alfred?
You guys doing good? How's it going? How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing good.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it
Oh,
so
dude,
much.
thank you for coming, bro. I know it's a far drive from Paris all the way to here.
Yeah, I mean, there's some traffic, but it depends, depends the time of day, depends the day, but we're cool today. We're cool today.
Cool, man. So let's talk about you as a DJ, man. Like, when did you start? When did you wanted to get into the scene and be like, you know what, I'm trying to make some songs for the party?
First started DJing back in middle school, 8th grade to be exact. That's when I barely came out, or I've heard of Skrillex, Flux Pavilion, Calvin Harris, and I think a little bit of Zed, 'cause that's when Zed was barely coming up.
Zed, like Zed, right?
Yeah, Zed. Like Zed and Porter Robinson Zed. They came up with Skrillex. Well, yeah. Skrillex brought them up, if I'm being honest. But
I gotta look more into that.
Yeah, because Skrillex, he had his tour. I forgot which tour it was, but then I know he had Porter Robinson and Zed opening for him. That's what I remember. If I'm wrong, correct me.
I don't know. I'm over here getting educated.
No, that's what I'm like. Hold on, educate me too if I'm wrong.
No, I got you.
But in general, that's when I started. I used to do some small house parties and whatnot. I knew it was my first communion. I got money from it, and I said, "Oh, what are you gonna do with the money?" So I just bought like a little. I went to Guitar Center. I bought like a little party pack or whatever. It came with 2 Behringers, a small Mark Pro controller, and speaker stands. That was it. And then from there, I just wanted to change the way I saw parties, and I don't know, just the way the DJ would be able to control a party and actually make sure the ins and outs or what's the best way to maneuver people and the way they feel. That's something that got to me.
All right, and then around what year was this when you started picking up DJing?
I honestly, I stopped around, I want to say 2013.
Started?
I stopped.
Oh, you stopped.
I stopped.
So when did you
I started, I want to say 2009.
2009?
I want to say 2009.
Not bad, okay.
Just that's a safe place for me. 2009. I'd say 13. I stopped for a whole year because that's when I transferred over to a new high school. And then I had a friend in ASB. They told me, hey, you wanna, because they knew what I liked about music. I liked EDM, whatnot. They said, you want to come DJ and then just join ASB next year, my senior year.
For sure.
So then I did that, and then from there, that's when I actually started DJing. And then middle of that year, that's the same year I decided I want to produce music.
Oh, there you go. Cool. And what program did you use starting off to make music?
Fruity Loops. That was the first program I used.
Hey, FL Studio gang, you already know. If you're an Ableton user, just leave. Just leave right now. Not just playing.
But let's be honest, I used it for 3 days. Then I got a cracked version of Ableton.
Oh shit! So you started with Ableton. All right, bet.
So actually, like, I honestly started with Ableton, but if you're going off details, FL Studio.
Got you. And what do you like? Well, you've gone to FL Studio, and I don't know if you're still on Ableton nowadays, but what are you using nowadays, and what do you like more?
I prefer Ableton more because I learned from it.
Okay.
People think it's hard, but as you progress through it, like, it took me, I want to say 2 years to get the hang of it, and I still don't use Ableton to its full potential.
Oh, interesting. I feel like I don't use. I use FL Studio. I feel like I don't even use FL Studio to its full potential.
Yeah, because every now and then someone comes with me or the studio time that, hey, have you tried this? I'm like, try what? Then either an unknown plugin comes in, or just little transpose or whatnot from the actual track comes in, and then tell me how to do it. I'm like, no, I never tried this part of it.
And then they do it, and they're like, oh, shit, it's tight.
And then it's easier the way I try to do it. I try to do it with like 4 plugins, and no, just one right here, just one VST, done, easy.
Oh, like, shit! Okay. All right, bet.
But I mean, Ableton for me, it's easy, but I can see how people think it's hard because it's a lot to learn from. No
doubt. I mean, going from DJing and then going into production, it's a different ball game, bro. Honestly, I mean, even when I started in FL Studio, I've been DJing since 2010, and I opened up a copy of FL 2014, my senior year, and dude, I was clueless. I was lost. I don't know how to place one sample to here. I didn't know how to mix. I didn't even know how to assign a sample to a mixer.
Right.
So I mean, for me, it's just kind of like, dude, this is hard. Like, I don't even know how to or where to begin. So, I mean, did you self-teach yourself this, or were you going on YouTube, like learning production, or?
Okay, the way I did mine, I'll say the first time I actually started it was I didn't know there was a BPM, like how to choose your BPM on it.
Oh,
so
damn.
it stayed the whole time on 120, and the whole time on my head, I'm like, all right, cool. Like I could just hear my head, doom, 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 and I was always off the grid. Like that's how I started.
No,
off the grid.
Damn, dude.
Off the grid. Like that's how I started
shit.
it. And then eventually, like I learned, I was like, okay, I can actually mess with that thing on top.
So you be on you said 128?
No, it stays on like on default. It stays on 120.
120. Okay.
New track 120, 120. But then eventually, like my head, I'm already at 128, or let's say I was at 140, but I'm already putting him off the grid or just getting close, compressed. And then at that point, that's when I learned, like, okay, like that. There's something for that.
All right, for sure, cool. And then when you're producing, what's your process, bro? Is it do you start off with the kick first? Do you start with vocals first?
Believe it or not, I start off with the drop.
Oh, you started at the drop.
I started at the drop.
Oh shit! All right, not bad.
Because then at that point, I'm like, all right, this is where the song's going.
All right,
Instead of like, all right, let's build up to it, see that. Because when I see where the drop's going, all right, cool. Because then once I have a drop going, it's easier for me to mix it with another song. Let's say if I want to play it live, because I already have the drop. It's cool. That's when I do a little, not a. It's either a drop or a what's this called?
Like the intro? Or
no, okay.
Like the breakdown?
When you, I always forget what it's called. Like, not really. I don't forget what it's called. When it's when you put two tracks together back to
mashup.
It's a mashup, but chop.
Like chopping it.
Chopping,
chop.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
chop.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why I was like going like chop. Yeah.
No, right. I got you.
Yeah, you basically like chop it. Either that, just put in my song in the like on the drop, and then just cut either the bass, or just put it mashed up as well, or just chop it up for little parts.
Oh shit! All right, not bad. So the project would be at 120, and then what was the BPM you were trying to produce while you had this at 120? Like, would you produce like in the 128, or were you trying to produce in the 128 region, or was this still house music, right? Was this still house?
No,
or what was
no. When I first started, it was honestly like future bass.
Oh, future bass. Okay,
it was future bass. Like every now and then, I'll still do a future bass song just because that's my route. Because I know I was bad at it, so I want to get better at that.
All right,
as long as I could go around my genre, I'm safe.
True. Okay.
But like I've already tried dubstep. For me, it's hard. It's
hard. I mean,
it's literally a lot to progress or just to put into.
yeah, dude.
Like just people think it's just noises and whatnot, but it's not. At that point, it's at least 6 computer noises going one at one,
right?
And not even the same key, which makes it even better.
Right.
If you know they're not the same key, all right, perfect.
Right.
But at that point, once you think about dubstep too hard, you're not doing dubstep right.
No, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying now. And you know it's crazy because you say that earlier when we were talking before recording, you say you were a bass head before you were a house head.
Yes.
Oh shit! All right. So I mean, how did the transition happen? Because normally when people go from one genre to the other, it's typically because either they get tired of the music that they were messing with, or they go to an event from the other genre and they have a really good time. I mean, how did that transition happen?
It happened more because I started noticing house music was. I didn't actually just like do like a bandwagon follow, but house music was starting to evolve more than what it was. Because dubstep for a while, it was slower tempo, like 140, and then eventually came up more, but more raunchy and actually more screech, which I actually like screech type of stuff, kind of like trampa. Like that's a type of bass music I actually like.
All right, for sure.
But other than that, house music. For me, it's also like, because dubstep has subgenres, but house music could vary from also with bass music.
True,
that's why I actually like house music. It's slower tempo and actually a little bit more danceable instead of me actually hurting my neck.
Yeah. No, dude, I mean, so a lot of my sets that I play are mostly bass music, and I could tell you right now, bro, after the set, like, or not even after the set, like even the next day when I wake up, I just feel my neck so sore. So I mean, I definitely get where you're coming from. When it's like bass music, it gets you a little bit more sore. It's a little bit more body movement.
It gets you hyper. It gets you intense. Everything gets intense.
Open up the mosh pit type shit. Yeah.
But in general, like I like house music is more calming. Like don't get me wrong, the whole rave scene, everyone's cool. Depends on where you are. Like everyone's chill, everyone's nice, everyone's sincere. But house music, I feel like that's where people they're in their own world. Because you know how bass music, or let's say in dubstep show, there's a mosh pit. People are like, hey man, you ready?
Right,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
in
yeah.
your space, but I'm a person who's more in my own bubble. Like if I'm gonna focus on on a DJ on a set, I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm chilling with my friends.
Right,
We're
okay.
cool, we're having a good time. All right, we're set.
For sure.
Everyone's just dancing down to the long vibing.
All right, I feel it. Now you already know how it is when it is with dubstep shows, trap, just bass shows in general, and then there's shows that are like tech house music, bass house, and someone like yourself who I'm sure you've attended festivals like EDC.
Yes.
You've gone to festivals with multiple stages. I mean, especially now that you're more into the house culture, like what can you tell me about house culture that's unique and that differentiates I can't even say it right. That's like pretty much different. Differentiates itself from bass music or the bass culture. Like what are some of the things that in house culture that stands out as opposed to like the scene in bass? Like
this I know something that stands out the most is with bass music, a lot of DJs are on the mic a lot, like New York MCs.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
you're right. Yep.
So instead of like in house music, mostly everyone's just it's all about that's like what they say. It's all about the music,
right?
So that's all you hear. Mostly, there's no like if it's like a good house show or the DJs know each other, they'll just go straight back to back, or like they'll transition to one another without even stopping. So the music never stops. So that's a plus. With dubstep, it's still great, honestly. But for me, sometimes, whatever's popular at that time, or it depends if it's an underground artist. Same thing with house music. They'll play on like some songs you don't even heard. Mm-hmm. But at some point, for me, if I'm being honest to you, even with house music, at some point for me, everything starts sounding the same. At some point.
No, I mean I feel the same way about honestly I feel the same way about every subgenre in dance music, whether if it's trap, dubstep. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna correct myself. Actually, I don't really hear that a lot with drum and bass.
No, drum and bass is always different.
I feel like drum and bass.
I give them props because it's never the same. Yes, it's the same kicks. Snares,
same structure, but
the drops are never the same.
But here's the thing: I listen to more dubstep and house music than I really do the drum and bass. I'm barely getting into like drum and bass like that. So again, I could be wrong. Hit me in the comments if I'm wrong and shit. Subscribe too and shit. But
might as well.
So it's crazy to me. That you tell me that after a while, like things get repetitive, and I feel the same way, especially with dubstep. And I'm a big fan of bass music, and I get what you're saying too. When in like a dubstep or in bass shows, like the DJs are just like on the mic, like
it's almost like I don't know if Yellow Claw still has their MC, but that's how their MC was a lot. It's like Carnage. He doesn't mix at all. He just talks.
Right.
All right. Next song.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people didn't like the way Yellow Claw was like would do their performances because they always had that guy like on the mic every track, bro.
Yep.
Oh, get ready for the track coming up, and like, damn, dude, like just let these fools mix for me.
Like I understand that there's an MC, like basically like a hype man, but if he's on the mic repeatedly and not letting the music play and whatnot, that's from like you're kind of killing the song or killing the music or the vibe. That point's not even right.
Right. I mean, to each their own, If a DJ wants to have a hype man, let him have the hype man.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people were digging it, especially when I go to those Yellow Claw performances.
Yeah, because they keep it hype. They keep the energy up. That's a good thing about it.
I saw Yellow Claw. Was it 14 or 2015? But yeah, you're right, man. They were just getting the hype. The crowd was liking it. I mean, for someone like me, after a while, like I said, it's just like well.
Yeah, because the first
just makes music, like
Yeah, the first time I saw Yellow Claw was probably 2016 Escape.
Okay.
That's when I saw them. That was my first time seeing them. They were cool until I think I saw my EDC edge and I was like, oh, you talk too much.
And you know what? I think the only acceptable time, if you're a producer as an artist playing at a big show or something, I feel like a good time to get on the mic is like, for instance, like you got an unreleased track, you want people to know about it. I think that's like a good time.
Like a release song and your intro and your outro,
right,
of your whole set. That's one of the good times to actually let them know who you are. Do some not some sponsors, but promote your own music and whatnot, and then just get your name out there.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm guilty of that sometimes too. Getting on the mic, but here's the thing, like a lot of times that I play, I have a lot of unreleased tracks. So like, for me, it's just more so like communicating with the audience and being like, hey,
so they're aware.
If you guys dig it, just know this is a track that I made. So that's more so like when I get on the mic. And that's usually when I do get on the mic, so I'm announcing like an original or I'm announcing like an unreleased track. Because a lot of times that people that go, at the level that I'm at, I don't think I'm at the level yet where if I were to play one of my tracks in a big audience, like I don't expect them right now to be like to go like say the sounds like along with it, or
like Playboy Cardi, like everyone already knows their songs.
Yeah. So you know, like I feel like you know, I feel like I'm still at the level where like I feel like my music's decent. It's good. But I still want to be able to present the music that's mine. That way, if they dig it, they could be like, "Oh shit, this DJ's not just playing some other people's shit. It's like it's his shit."
Yeah,
so.
then they're aware.
And that's really the thing too. When I'm on the mic on the when I'm playing, because a lot of times there's DJs that are just mixing other people's tracks, and that's cool. Like you know, they're just DJing, but I'm not just DJing. I'm also like playing some of my shit. So that's why I kind of feel. I definitely feel that I should get on the mic whenever I do play like an unreleased or I play like an original. So people could get an idea that, hey, I'm not just DJing. Like this is some of the music that I made.
Right.
So if you guys are liking it, then you know you guys can stream it right after this performance. And but again, like if you're just DJing, you know, I feel like you can limit yourself on the mic. I mean, there's good points in the set where like you know the crowd needs that hype, and you get on the mic and you do it.
Yeah, you feel like a little bit dead. All right, they need a little more. They need a one push, one not. See, all right, let's get them up again.
Right. Exactly. And then and yeah, I mean, mixed opinions. You know, some people just don't want to hear DJs on the mic at all. You know, some people are just like, man, just
honestly, I think that's a lot. That's a lot of people in house music. Like, they just want to hear the music. Like they don't care about someone's voice. They're just all right, keep going. That's why I barely talk. I don't want to hear my own. I don't want to hear my own voice.
Right.
All right, cool. If it's needed, if I'm already drunk or whatever, I'm like, all right. What's up, guys? It's Ramen Alfred. All right.
That's it. This set's like all original, so enjoy. So you know,
if you hate it, I'm sorry. I love it.
Right, for real. And that's the thing too. You gotta believe in the music that you're playing. You know, some people may not like it, but if that's something that you truly want to play, you know, there's gonna be a crowd that digs that, and it may be a big crowd, it may be a small crowd, but you really just gotta stick to that crowd that believes in the kind of music that you're playing, and just worry about that. You know, don't worry about like, oh, how come this guy's not listening or this guy doesn't fuck with my set, because everyone's really picky. A lot of times with like the kind of music they want to hear. So
yeah,
you
and
know,
it's funny too because a lot of people also they just want to hear the mainstream music, and so let's say you're playing underground music, which is hard for you, hard for me.
Yeah,
like
it's bangers, bro.
Bangers.
And
then for them it's like, I want to hear Chris Lake. He didn't play Chris Lake. Oh, yeah, let's go over here. You know, it's like, all right, like I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Like it's my set. Like I'm playing what I'm feeling right now or what I want you guys to partake with me.
Right. No, yeah, no doubt. I feel the same way, man. That's why when I go to a rave or a festival, I go in a group and they all want to watch another artist, and I want to watch a different artist. It's like, hey, look,
Time to split up.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people don't want to split up, but at the end of the day,
You paid your ticket. I paid my ticket.
you pay your ticket, I pay my ticket, and honestly, sometimes these tickets are not cheap. Like,
Nope.
And I paid this ticket to see a particular someone or particular a lot of people, and I'm not gonna let anyone else dictate who I should watch that day. You know. I mean, some groups are like, oh, well, I don't care. I'll go with you, whatever. That's cool. But like someone like me, if another group wants to go see Chris Lake and I want to go see Spaghetti or Excision,
I'd probably see Spaghetti.
you know what I'm saying?
Unless it's the void Excision said, I'm like, I'm not. Never mind. I'm going to Chris Lake. Sorry.
I was like, all right, you guys want to see Chris Lake? All right, I'm gonna go see Void. You know, so and then most times it's respectable. You know, because at the end of the day, like we're. You know, in that environment, we're all adults. You know, like we'll meet up after the set. You know, we'll have a meeting.
We'll meet a spot. We're done.
Yeah, we have a meeting spot. I mean, but like, when did you start getting into rave culture? Like, was that something that you've always been going to? Like, as you started DJing, or like, was that like something?
Honestly, rave culture was never in my head. My friends said like, oh, ever since they were young, I was like that. It just never popped in my head. The only thing that popped in my head was the music. The first rave or concert I saw like on live stream was probably Zed in Ultra Music Festival 2014. I think that's the one.
Damn.
So that's the first one I saw live. I was literally outside in my little gazebo, and then I was just outside with speakers and just hearing it, like at probably 11 o'clock at night.
Oh shit! Damn.
And so after that, that's when I was like, okay, like I actually want to do this.
And what year was this?
I want to say 2014 around there. That's when Ultra in March was.
Yeah.
I was a junior. 2014, yeah, I was a junior.
And what was your first rave or your first festival?
First festival was EDC.
EDC 2015?
2016, Las Vegas.
Oh, damn. Oh, dude, I was there, dude. I don't know. We didn't see each other, but yeah, dude.
Let's be honest.
Fuck,
we
that was
didn't
your
know,
first rave?
Yeah, we didn't know each other. 2016.
Did we? I think we barely.
We barely met each other 2017. Wait. 16, because that was.
You're probably right. 2017, honestly. We met. No,
Well, no, I think it was after then because we met. I think like in August.
I met you.
Of that year.
So I met you at a party where Eddie invited us.
Yes.
What year? Okay, so
I'm pretty sure it was August because EDC was in June.
Right.
And then that party was like the end of the summer.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's when I met you.
Yeah. I met you because you were again. Eddie had invited us to DJ at this house. They had the stage set up. They had like a little like private VIP for the DJ. That was like the whole shit. You remember that shit? And I saw you DJ before me. And I'm like, damn, dude, this fucking cat's getting down. And normally in a city like Moreno Valley, you got to go to LA to really hear some really nice mixing skills and shit. But when I heard you mix, I was like, damn, dude, this guy knows how to mix. This guy knows what track to play after. Like, this guy is a certified DJ, you know?
And the funny part, what was I playing? I was playing fucking
dubstep.
I was playing everything.
Yeah, and you were playing everything. And I recall you playing a lot of trap for some reason. Like, I remember you playing trap and dubstep and some house, too. I remember you were playing everything.
Well, basically, bass house music. Because there wasn't really house, like, you know, like actual, like, tech house, whatever. But I know it was for sure bass house because that's when I was transitioning over.
Right, okay. Got you. Yeah, man, ever since then, I'm like, dude, this guy knows how to DJ. That's why when I've seen you on CDJs, you know, do that crazy shit, like beat jump. I mean, your mixing is just really respectable, dude, honestly. Because I hear a lot of DJs nowadays at shows, live streams, they don't really focus much on the transition and mixing aspect
more
of it.
More on the track list.
Yeah, they'll just like let the drop play and then they'll just reverb it out and then they just press play on the other track.
Yeah, because I learned this because for my old job, which I'm pretty still annoyed about it because like we used to just do like 30 seconds of a song and then next song. You know, like let the first hook, chorus, all right, next song. Hook, chorus, next song. That's how I learned about it. But then eventually I saw people mixing more like they let the whole song play into the outro, into another intro, to another song, and that's when I'm like, I don't like that as much because I want to add a little bit of taste, you know, of my own stuff in it. Because if it's just at that point, if you're waiting for the whole song to finish and then let's say put in the next song, you're basically an iPod.
Yeah.
Like, and might as well just put Spotify Mixer on.
For real, dude. Yeah. I mean, if you guys didn't want to hear that, I'm sorry, dude.
Not sorry.
You know, if the shoe fits, shit. But aside from DJing, do you do anything else that enhances your DJ performances? Because I know you also do VJaying on the side too. Like you'll set up like your own lights. You'll do VJaying and I think that's a really good addition to have on your DJ performances is like being able to have creative control and like your visuals and like the way the lights are moving. I've seen you do that a couple of times, so I wanted to talk more about like that side of entertainment and like performing.
Right, that side of production, whatnot.
Yeah.
Basically, the way let's go back to the mixing. I'll go back to that. I learned the better mixing I can get is by knowing my songs. That's why you'll see me a lot not mixing with headphones.
Oh, got you.
Because I already know my songs or the ones I'm gonna pick. Like most of the time, let's say I'm at a show. Sometimes I do I'd say, okay, I'm gonna play this song back to back. But then eventually I just forget.
Right.
Like, I forget which songs I'm gonna play back to back. All right, cool. So at that point I'm already doing it like, live. It's a live mix and whatnot. But yeah, that's when I learned like, okay, I have to learn my songs. And then from there, that's when I actually learned how to use it's called Onyx now, but it was called Martin MPC. It's a lighting program. It's like $300, but my old job actually paid for it, which props to you guys. They actually helped me. They trained me, and I was honestly, I caught onto it in like in a month or less on how to use it.
Damn.
And then from there, 3 years passed. I'm already, well, not even 3 years, like a year and a half past there. I'm their head VJ. Got you.
And what's the learning curve on from being a DJ and then trying to learn VJing? What's the learning curve? Is it complicated? Is it just the same as DJing? You just got to put the time in.
Yeah, you just got to put the time in. Your own training. I learned it mostly because I wanted to see how I could imply or affect sets.
All right,
so because usually if it's just regular repetitive lighting, it's just dull, or it's not really worth your attention.
Right.
But while you add some flair and some actual spice to it, it's gonna look pretty great in general. But other than that, for me it was no learning curve because I'm into computers a lot, so it's basically programming.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So it's a lot of programming. Like once it's programmed, anyone can just press a button and do whatever they want.
All right, yeah, you're right, yeah. Cause a lot, because you can even set up your own like presets too.
Yeah, it'll be like your own. We call it time code, because you just let's say press play and press play with the song at the same time. It'll just follow through like it'll change a light or color, whatever you want, by the millisecond, and from there it'll actually be like accurate.
And is this following the time code from like Record Box or Serato?
It could follow Record Box. It could follow Ableton. It could follow a lot of things.
Gotcha. Oh shit! Damn, fucking powerful ass tool then. Yeah. Would you recommend? I mean, probably stupid question, but would you recommend any DJ right now that doesn't have VJ skills? Like, would you recommend them to hop on that and learn it as soon as they can?
I'll say if you have a passion for music, let's say DJing too, and you're not getting the hang of DJing at all, just try. I'd say just stay in the industry. Like go to VJaying or go to sound production. As long as you're in the circle, in the loop, that's all you want. Because if I this is my plan. If I wasn't cut out for DJ, I'll be a VJ. I'm cool with that.
Got you. You know what? Now that you mentioned this, I feel like if I wasn't cut out for, DJing or making music, like I still want to be like hanging out in the industry.
Exactly. You want to be in the circle still.
Like I could do like sound engineering, like front of house mixing. Mm-hmm. I'll learn VJing too. Like I even know how to do live streams like for shows too now. I mean, the only thing I learned a lot with you as well when you were doing like the live stream too. So
the only thing I wouldn't touch is pyro. No.
Oh shit! All right, got you.
Pyro.
I
don't want to blow that thing up at all.
Yeah, I don't want to
be in charge of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, and that's the thing too. Like when you're DJing, or when you're just a DJ, like a lot of times you just focus on mixing and DJing. Like you don't focus much on the other aspects. Like, I mean, visuals sometimes it's pretty much the focus when you're DJing because obviously like it's more accessible. But like VJing and all this other stuff that you could do to enhance your performance, I think. People should spend a few more minutes and a couple more hours trying to learn those kinds of skills. Because it's always good to know how all that works, especially if you want to throw your own show. Let's say you open up your own nightclub. Like, you could be that owner or you could be that DJ that's in charge of it, relying on everybody else to do that kind of work. But it's always better when you know exactly what's going on. Like if there's a troubleshooting issue.
Yeah, you don't have to rely on someone. Like if they don't know it, all right, cool, I'll teach you.
Yeah. Or if you don't know how to do this, right, I know how to do this. You want to be in that position where like you know how things work, but you still hire people. So when those people that you hire, they run into an issue, like you know what's going on.
Exactly.
But you can't be doing everything all at once. That's why you hire people. But that's why I always tell people and DJs and producers, if you're just producing. You're not DJing, learn how to DJ. If you're just DJing, don't just DJ. Learn how to produce. Or if not producing, learn how to learn how to live stream. If you don't know how to live stream, learn how to do VJing. Learn how sound engineering works. Connecting speakers.
That's another tip too. Like for DJs, like or just DJing, learn how to actually learn how the sound works. Because a lot of people will just come into a club or whatnot, and they connect stuff. Hey, like it's not working, and then I have to like go out of whatever I'm doing after. All right. It's just one little RCA cable or whatnot. All right, that's it.
Right.
Like it takes a lot to know, or it'll be helpful for the sound engineer to say, or like, hey, like this wasn't working, but I figured it out. Like I figured did this, did that. It was cool. Because I went to a bar I did in San Diego once, and then it was a VJ with me. He was like, hey, you got everything? I'm like, yeah, cool. Like I'll just connect this, connect that. They're using Serato box. But then I was like, I'm not gonna use that, so I just connected my own USB to the back, put a little hub to it, put it to my laptop, and just put my USB in. Or it was good. He was like, what would you do? I'm like, I just like looped it. I just did direct.
And they were probably even surprised too. They're like, damn, you can do that.
I was like, if you want, like, I'll just put it back. He's like, yeah, if you can, please, because they're like, oh shit. But then in general, like, I actually liked that bar because it was a full country bar. And I didn't play no country at all.
For sure.
All I played was like basically EDM, a lot of mainstream because it's a country bar. That's what they know.
If it's a country bar, EDM, a Vichy, come on now.
It was that. Yep, Vichy, hey brother,
There you go. Yeah, you see exactly. You know what's good.
But it was just that. It was calm, but it always helps out the engineer in the room that you know what you're doing. It's like also studio time if you know what you're doing in there. It'll help them like ease off. And then it'll give you time for yourself and know what to do, and know your next step.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I want to add on to that, knowing your shit, knowing like electronics and the gear that you're working with. Like always try to research and just know how a mixer works, and like just know what you're working with. Just like do research and know how each button does. Like I've been to shows and I've been in like a lot of places where there's a DJ that goes up right after the next DJ. they start playing, but they don't look at the mixer, or they don't look how the mixer was left from the past DJ. So the past DJ might have reverbed out and forgot to press the effect button.
Or not even that. Like the filter's still on.
Yeah, filter's still
it's
on.
just cranked all the way to the right.
And
they press play right here is like.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you're a DJ that's getting on after another DJ, and the mids, the lows, effect button is on, and like you don't catch on that's honestly your fault.
Yeah.
Like as a DJ, you should know that kind of stuff. Like you should know how a mixer works. Don't just get in right away, plug in the USB and look at your tracks.
Get comfortable in your area.
Yeah.
Like don't just rush into it.
Exactly. Yeah. Because again, I've been in places where DJs, they'll get on and they're just ready to play the song. They're ready. They're just ready to fucking start going ham. And either they forgot to turn off the reverb effects button, or they forgot to. The DJ before them were probably using a Serato laptop, and they got the inputs.
Oh yeah, they have it on line A or whatnot,
line B,
instead of USB A or USB B instead of line.
Yeah, and then you're over here going on the mic talking to the sound engineer like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, we can't get this shit connected.
It's like, nah, bro, like that's on you, DJ. Like the lows are fucking down. Just raise that shit up.
2-3 knobs to the right. That's it.
Yeah, and that's the one thing too. Like DJs,
the simplest things.
I feel like DJs need to be responsible. They need to be responsible about that kind of stuff. They can't. They could rant after the set and be like, oh, the DJ didn't have it. Like good for me when I got on. It's like, nah, bro. Stop making excuses. Stop. Don't be that kind of person. Like,
honestly, rant at the sound engineer if the speakers are blown. That's it. That's the only place you could be mad at him.
Right.
If the speakers sound like shit, I'm sorry. That's the only time. Every other time, let's say CD's not connected. All right, if you can't do it, then I guess ask for help. But at that point, it's kind of your issue too, because you're there.
Yeah, and then the reason why I learned this kind of mindset too is because like I didn't just start off the bat like CDJs or record box, dude. I had to work my way up. I'm not gonna say work my way up, but I've just been exposed to different kinds of DJ software.
What was your first software?
Dude, Virtual DJ right off the bat. Dude, right off the bat. Virtual DJ, straight laptop. Worked my way up to an SO1 box, and then I didn't have money for 2 turntables and a mixer, so I started with 1 mixer. Then started with 1 mixer and 1 turntable, and then I was able to get 2 turntables. And then after a while, I was like, nah, Serato's like, I'm just getting tired of Serato. And then I got into record box, and so I was never that DJ. I was never a diva where like, oh, I want everything strictly techniques, Rain 57 SL mixer. Laptop only kind of person. Like I was always one to be like, all right, so what's the gear I'm working with? And if I don't know the gear, I'll attempt to try to learn it.
Yeah, because every now and then I'm they tell me, oh, you're gonna play here, cool. What's setup like? Tell me the setup, all right, cool. Just look it up, see the pros, the cons, what I could use it for, whatnot, and then just get a good set going for it. Yeah, and just go from there.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Just research, homework. Exactly.
That's all you gotta do. Like when you're playing a show. Ask if you're not bringing equipment, see what kind of equipment that's there. If you're not familiar with the mixer or whatever it is that you're mixing with, do some research. Prepare yourself. Just stay prepared. Don't always assume everything's gonna be good if you're not being prepared. Like always stay prepared. You stay ahead of the extra mile doing that, and just always try to open yourself to learning new things, honestly. Like this year, like I didn't really know much about live streaming and all that shit, but probably something useful that I wanted to pick up, and I ended up picking up that. So if you don't know how to use Serato, if you don't know how to use Virtual DJ, or anything like that, and you got time to learn it, learn it. Why not? I just say why not. That's just another added skill to your resume. To your resume, yeah. You're not gonna be that person that people are gonna be like, oh, dude, like this guy's such a diva, or this girl's such a diva. They only want to run on turntables, or they only want to run on Pioneer Nexus. At a certain level, you could demand that kind of stuff, no doubt about it. I mean, you earned it. You're demanding this kind of stuff. By all means, ask for your writer, ask for your tech writer. You want Nexuses.
At that point, like you say, if you're at that level, okay. So I'm sorry, all right? Let me fix this for you.
Right. If, there's a mutual agreement with that. But if you're just an upcoming DJ, you're being a diva, all Nexus, you only ran on Nexuses and you only want to run on Nexuses and you don't want to go on a controller or shit.
Take with what you can get, honestly.
Like, honestly, yeah. Like, just always open yourself to learning all this new gear. You never know.
If you're giving a bone with little meat, hey, eat it. That's it. Just take as much as you get. Savor it.
Exactly. And that's the end of it, dude. To be honest, just be responsible when you're playing. Look at the mixer, read the crowd, say what's up to the sound engineer. They're usually gonna be your best friend when you're playing.
Respect that. Honestly, just respect anyone that's above you. Everyone in that bar is gonna be above you. Yeah, your name's on the flyer, whatnot, but you have to respect everyone.
And it's not always about the DJs. Like I always
No.
say it. I can't hesitate enough. It's not just the performers that are making the show go active all night. You got bouncers, you got bartenders, you got the owners looking over everything. You got the promoters that are coordinating everything. So everyone plays a big role in keeping a live show active.
Like, let's be honest, the DJ's just a plus, just so there's no gray areas in their mix, because iPod or whatever playlist is gonna be like 2 seconds worth.
Yeah, and I'm a DJ too, and I'm not afraid to say that it's not just about us, bro. Because it really isn't, dude. Like someone made that stage, someone made that club, someone booked you for the club.
Like you were there before that whole thing was built. Oh, sorry, that thing was there before you were even came in.
Right, and that's another reason why I started this platform too, is because again, it's not just about the performers. There's other people in play that that comes to making a great show, and that's promoters. The venue itself, the particular platform that's throwing the event, all these kinds of things is what leads up to a really great show. And so, if you're a DJ, if you're a producer playing these shows, definitely, keep in mind that, there's other people that are making the show happen for you and for the crowd.
Be grateful it's easier for you right now.
Yeah, be grateful that it's, you're not having to tackle doing sound engineering
or even
as
say,
you're DJing.
Or even tell you, hey, all right, bring your own stuff. Bring your speakers.
Exactly.
Bring your mixer. Bring everything.
Exactly. A lot of DJs nowadays are they take things for granted, They take things for granted, and again, I can't really talk about those kinds of DJs. They got their own little struggles. So it is what it is, but what's your plans for the future, man? Like so I mean you're working on music right now. What's the objectives for this next coming months? What you got going on for yourself?
Right now I just met this one guy, I want to say like a month ago. So he's small just like me, but right now I'm gonna be in one of his, I think it's like an EP or an album, I don't know what it was.
Oh, right on.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be one of his stuff. I still need the studio time with him, but that's still fine. It's always manageable. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I noticed I had like a little structure going on by the years. Like the first year I put a song out was 1. The year after that was 2. This year was 4. I was like, all right. I think this year was 4. So I'm like, all right. Next year, I'm for sure. I wanna release at least 12 songs.
All right.
Because so at this point I'm already doubling up every year. Keeping
Gotcha.
it consistent or keeping it better.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like I think I'm still too soon for like an EP for me, or whatnot.
Gotcha.
So at that point, if it's like an EP, it'll just be like another one I produced for someone else, or it's just as a producer, but not as a solo artist.
Oh, okay, got you. And now, I mean, and that's good that you mentioned that too, because like the more songs that you put out, like the more chances that people are gonna come across your music. I mean, you even had an artist like JOYRYDE play some of your stuff,
Yes.
like at a festival. What track was that?
It was a Fade remix. I've had that track for almost a year.
And then then JOYRYDE came across it a year later after that.
Not even that, because my friends, they were honestly pressuring me to put it out. They're like, come on, man, just put it out. One day, just put it out. Put it out. All right. Eventually, I mastered it, changed it a little bit. All right, cool, put it out. And then it was going like the way I like the way I see it, because I don't get a lot of follows, but the follows I get, I'm grateful for. Mm-hmm. So I see it building. I'm like, cool, it's going regular speed, it's fine, whatever. And then I forgot what it was. I think it was a tweet. JOYRYDE said. He said, "Hey, guys, I'm sending music so I could play in a mix or one of his live streams." He never mentioned Beyond, nothing. He just mentioned I'm gonna play it in a mix. All right, cool. So I made a playlist. I put them all for download. They're all private, and then I sent it to him. And then that same night, one person, it wasn't even him, one person downloaded all the tracks that I sent him, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" That's a little sus. Like, no, unless this ain't really JOYRYDE, like he just got hacked. Then there goes some of my songs. But all right, cool. I didn't think much of it. I didn't realize they played my song until Amalia posted a Snapchat of her. I don't know if she was dancing to it.
It was a song in the
background.
background.
It was a song in the background. I was
you
like,
were like, what the fuck?
I was like, I fucking heard this song before. I was like, no.
1001 track list. I gotta find.
Not even 1001 track list. They had it wrong too. I had to get my I have to get my 2 cents in.
Right.
So I literally told the guy who posted it, hey man, that's my song. If you could please do me the honor of updating it. Yeah, just send me the SoundCloud. Like cool, send it to him. He's like, oh shit, it's you. All right, cool man, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go.
But if it wasn't for Malia, I would have never noticed it.
Shout out to Malia.
Yeah, shout out to you, Malia. And then that's when I noticed it. And then that's when it started. I was like, "What the fuck?" That's when I was, oh shit! Like it's actually happening. I saw the cell. I was like, "Damn!" Like it came randomly, a perfect timing.
And you weren't there, huh?
No,
nah.
I didn't see the day of. Like if you know when it was when we were doing the first live stream.
Oh, for the low end sessions in my house?
No, at X-Rex.
Oh,
that's when it was.
Oh shit! All right.
That's when it was. That's when I found out. I was like, "No fucking way." Like we didn't see it because I think he played a little bit earlier.
Got you.
But I think he did an hour set, but the last 30 minutes, that's when it was. But then after that, that's when I actually told him like thank you, whatnot. And then after that, that's when it just started. After he retweeted whatnot, that's when it just started going up.
Right, everyone was
like,
this
was a song. This was a song.
Oh shit, this Ramen Alfred. Fuck, dude, I can't believe this shit. Like. And how did you feel, dude, when you found out an artist like JOYRYDE played? Like, how did you feel? Like,
I actually
that
felt
moment?
great because I've actually looked up to JOYRYDE for a minute.
Got you.
Just because his garage or UK, I don't know how he signifies himself.
Yeah, right. He has like that particular bass
garage,
house kinda.
UK, bass house,
right.
Bass music, all that, whatever, respects. But in general, he... Like for a minute, I've been actually seeing his stuff. Like I've always like any set I've seen like Audiotistic, I want to go see him, or anywhere that he was in a small festival to go see him, whatnot. I think I saw him at Escape Ones. I saw him for a minute. It was packed. I was like, I'm sorry, whatever, we gotta go.
Right.
I'm not. I can't even see you. I can't.
Right.
Right. Just dip. But in general, for him, a person I've actually like paid a lot of music of, like actually felt humbled and grateful that at least someone finally like gave me a recognition or actually said, all right, here's your song, like enjoy it.
Mm-hmm, right. Damn, dude. I mean, I could relate that because I think it was you that actually sent me a video.
It was Whipped Cream, right?
Whipped Cream actually played one of my tracks at I forgot what festival it was. It was an Insomniac festival and
was it audio?
It could have been Audiotistic.
I think it was Audiotistic.
It was something.
Because there was 2 stages. Oh, it's Audiotistic and the other one where all the people were dancing on the barriers. They couldn't get inside of the
okay.
stage.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely I can relate to you on that, man. It's just it's a good feeling when someone who's playing for that kind of amount of people and then at the level that they're at too, like, because they could have chosen any other music. Like, they could have chosen any other track.
I can imagine how many people actually sent him music.
Exactly. Like, out of all the tracks that they got sent,
they said,
whatever the artist is,
this one,
exactly, dude.
This one,
that's got you gotta feel some type of way when that happens, and that's another great way to promote yourself and a track too. So if you guys, any DJs or producers that are watching, listening to this right now, if you're wanting to get some good promotion, and you hear, follow artists on Twitter too, because on Twitter or wherever, it's usually when they're asking for music. So
yeah, at that point you just find your shot and then just take it. Like you would never know what happened. It's like when I played for a Space Shot once. Like I think people were just tagging me. Cool. I didn't think much of it until they said, "Hey, you want a spot to play at Space Shot? Let us know if you can make it." I was like,
"Hell yeah!"
I was literally on a call with someone. I was like, "I gotta go." Hold up, what?
Nah, man. I mean, that's just a great way to like get your name out there.
It's just the right timing, honestly.
Yeah,
right time at the right place at the right time.
And always send music whenever they're asking for music, bro, because you just never know. It doesn't hurt to kill 1-2 minutes to make that email, grab the link, send it to them, bro.
Honestly, the hardest thing they'll tell you is it's not good. That's it. It's a virtual not good. It's not telling you to your face it's not good, And they might,
or sometimes they just won't even reply.
Yeah, don't even reply.
They won't even reply. And honestly, it's just, and that's okay. Like, don't be discouraged if they don't fuck with it, because I've learned from
eventually they'll learn. Oh, this is the guy that hit me up.
Yeah,
like this is the guy that actually messaged me for. All right, let me check him out now.
Yeah,
like it's better late than never, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And there's one thing too that I've learned from sending music to people, is that they might tell you that you're a good artist or you're a sick artist and they like your music, but I've noticed that that's not gonna mean that every time you send them music, it's not gonna be shit that they like. A lot of times, like you can send them a track and be like, "Oh, this shit's fire." And then some people will get in their head like, oh yeah, I'm a fire ass artist. So whenever I send them music, like they're gonna like it. Like nah, it doesn't. Like sometimes whatever you make, it may not be what they're looking for. Yeah,
because they have their own different type of style, or even because most of the songs they're looking for is the music they want to play.
Right, exactly.
Because like I also like the people I have that I think I have still contact with. I don't know. But some DJs in the industry, I'm not gonna say their names because at this point, I don't want to brag.
Right, I got
But
you.
so I have some of their names, whatnot. Like I know they won't play my music, but I'm still like I could still probably send them something, even though
Right.
I'll probably be left on red.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool, you know. As long as they were humble enough and nice enough to say, hey, here's my email, just email me anytime.
Yeah, dude. Once a big artist just like puts your email like that, that's already like enough. That's already like a door in for you to like just stand out from everybody else, and it's a good feeling, man. When they grab your track and they play, and it's like, oh, dude, like fuck, dude, they play my shit. Oh, fucking A, man. And you're gonna get to that point too, dude, when you're playing big shows and you're gonna put your own email on Twitter. You're gonna want people to send music to you, and then whatever you like, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
And
it's not like, no offense. Like if I don't like your stuff, like it just wasn't right for me. It's great. Like it's probably someone out there that will love it and whatnot. But for me, like for my sets, like that's not in my area.
yeah, and don't get discouraged. Just keep working. Like other people will like it.
But
And
I'll give you feedback. Even if someone's this to me as like a dubstep song, I'll be honest. Like, hey, it's not my style, but that drop was badass. That's it. That's all I'll say. Like it was
exactly. Yeah, you're right on the dot with that, bro. Now, is there anything else that you want to say to the camera, say to YouTube, anyone that's watching this, before we conclude this episode of you? Anything you want to promote? Anything coming out within the next couple of weeks?
The only thing I'll say is I'll promote this and I'll see what else is in my head. Let's see how this goes. If you guys ever want to see me play, whatnot, I want to say starting January, February, I play at Downtown Riverside and Downtown Experiment, Sundays and Tuesdays from 7 to 10. If you guys want to stop by, get some drinks, just let me know. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and whatnot. It's already down below, so it'll be good. But let me just repeat it. Ramen Alfred, ramen like the noodles, and Alfredo without the O. So we're good. But other than that, DJs out there, don't be discouraged about anything you're making. It's life's a process. Just trust the process.
And believe in yourself.
Yeah, always
really
believe in yourself. If people are doubting you, use that energy.
Use that energy. Yeah, no doubt.
Use that energy and just take it on. Don't even give back to their negativity and whatnot. Just do you and stay on the right path. That's all it is.
Exactly. My best mindset that I like to activate is every time I wake up, I'm always like, who the fuck is hating on me today? And even though that may not be true.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you live in their head rent free. That's it.
Yeah, but even if that's not true, even if no one's like hating on me or no one's really giving me their piece of time, like it's just my own personal self motivational tool.
Because then you use that the small hatred, even though there's like no negativity, just hatred.
Yeah.
Like, all right, gotta show them off.
Yeah, you could legit just like think that some shit's happening, like drama, but it's really just like a tool for yourself
It's
to like get filled up. Yeah,
just adrenaline. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's again, use that fuel, motivate yourself, and keep on working. Keep on releasing tracks. Don't spend too much time on a track. That could kind of kill it. But again, dude, just keep on working. And thanks again, Ramen Alfred, for coming through.
If you guys want to send me any tracks, it could be anything. I'll be honest with you. If it's some songs I don't like it, but all right, I'll listen to it. I'll give you some feedback. And then I'll probably pass it on to some friends. But all right, what do you guys think? Because I won't keep it to myself at this point. I'm like, all right, because the more mouths, the more ears, the better for you, and for myself. But yeah, just send me them. All my emails on my Linktree and my Instagram, so we set with that.
Got you. And once again, follow Ramen Alfred on social media. Follow Lucid Temple if you guys like this content. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, comment. You want to submit any music for it to be featured. If we like it, we'll put it in the episodes. LucidTempleSubmissions@gmail.com. Once again, I'm Husky at Husky Base. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.